the students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, can I hit that?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tim Patrick, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted, was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
First and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right. He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Yard. Brings up second and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll set up a throw. Able to find Harris, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Lindsey, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
8-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
No gain on the play.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys are paid too.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Colts, nothing.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
First down, Indianapolis.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Campbell making the catch. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Harris Campbell.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On second down, here's Fournette. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The give to Taylor. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Taylor. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Philip Lindsey.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline because...
And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. It's picked up by the Broncos. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
With a dime look on defense, two extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Open man is Trey Burton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First down, Indianapolis.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is a 26-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Brandon McManus to kick off.
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll drop to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And the Colts are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
They'll go again with Lindsey, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is going to be incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A 3rd quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Again, it's Taylor. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. 45 yards.
Colts.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
Flushed out right. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Brashad Perriman. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. They'll let Taylor try and run. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to...
And nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Like 22 is coming. 22 is coming.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yard pickup. 1st down, Indianapolis.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's got Burton here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. throw. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Jonathan Taylor. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it. That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Bradley Chubb in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are close to finishing off this football game. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
Today's final score.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win. Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those